Rosencrantz and Guildenstern Are Dead by Tom Stoppard. I want to go home.
Don't let them confuse you.
I'm out of my steps here.
There, I'll soon be home and dry, hide you home, and...
It's out of my head.
There, I'll hide you home, and...
It's over my depth.
I'll dry you high.
It's all of my steps, all out of my head. I mean, it's all coming to a stop. It's boating to a death. It's coming to a dead stop.
There! And we'll soon be home and dry, and high and dry. Does it ever happen to you that suddenly, and for no reason at all, you haven't the faintest idea of how to spell the word wife or house, because you write them down, you can't ever remember seeing those letters in the order before?
I remember...
Yes?
I remember when there were no questions.
There are always questions. So you change one set for another is no great matter.
Answers, yes. There are answers everywhere you look.
You forgot.
I haven't forgotten. I used to know my name and yours. Oh, yes. There are answers everywhere you look. There was no doubt about it. People knew who I was, and if they didn't, they asked, and I told them.
You did. The problem is each of those is plausible without being instinctive. A man stood in his saddle in the half-lit, half-lit dawn, banged on the shutters, and called two names. It was just a hat and a cloak floating in the great plume of his own breath. When he called, became that much as certain he became.
Well, I can tell you, I'm sick to death of it, so why don't you just make up your mind?
Can't afford anything quite so arbitrary, nor come all this way for a christening, at least represented with alternatives.
For now.
No choice.
You made me look ridiculous in that.
I look just as ridiculous as you.
Consistency is all I ask.
Give us the stake of your ask.
I want to go home. Which way do we come in?
The only beginning is life, the only end is death. You can't count on that, but can you count on it?
We don't owe anything to anyone.
We've been caught up. Your smallest action sets up another somewhere else and is set up by it. Keep your eyes open and your ears cocked. Tread warily, follow instructions. We'll be all right.
For how long?
Tell events to put themselves up. There's no logic at work here. It's like being taken head and led, like a child. Without the innocence, a child.
What have we got to go?
You've been briefed? Kind of transformation? What do you recollect?
Well, he's changed, hasn't he? The exterior and inward man fails to represent
Law and pleasure. Clean what afflicts him.
something more than his father's death.
Yes.
We talk to him, cheer him up, find out what's wrong.
Exactly. It's a matter of giving away as little as we can, finding out as much information. The game.
Then we can go.
And receive such thanks as fits a king's remembrance.
I like the sound of that. What do you think he means by remembrance?
He doesn't soon forget his friends.
Would you care to ask me?
Hard to say, really. Some kings tend to be quite amnesiac, the others the opposite, I suppose.
Yes, but
Elfin king?
not how long, how much?
Retentive. He's a very retentive king. A royal retainer.
What are you playing at?
Words. Words. You're all going to go.
Shouldn't we be doing something constructive?
We have in mind a short, blunt human pyramid.
We could go.
Where?
After him.
Why? The best place now. If we chase after him now, we'll be going after each other all night.
I feel like a spectator. An appalling business. The only thing that makes it bearable is the irrational belief that somebody interesting will come on any minute.
You see anyone?
No. You.
No. What a fine persecution. To be kept intrigued without ever quite being enlightened. We've had no practice.
We can play questions.
What good would that do?
Practice.
Statement 1, love.
Cheating.
How?
I hadn't started yet.
Statement 2, love.
Are you counting that?
Am I counting what?
Are you counting that?
Foul no repetitions, 3, love. First game goes to...
I'm not going to play if you're going to be like this.
Who's served?
Huh?
Foul no grunts, love 1.
Who's go?
Why?
Why not?
What for?
Synonym. Foul. One all.
What God's name is going on?
Foul no rhetoric. Two all.
What is all up to?
Can't you guess?
What are you addressing me?
Is there anyone else?
Who?
How should I know?
Why do you ask?
Are you serious?
Is that rhetoric?
No.
Statement 2 all game point.
What are you driving at?
What are you driving?
Am I dead?
Yes or no?
Is there a choice?
Is there a God?
Foul. No nods, quitters. 3-2-1 game all.
What's your name?
What's yours?
I asked you first.
Statement. One love.
Alright. What's your name when you're at home?
What's yours?
When I'm at home?
Is it different at home?
What's home?
How did you go?
Why do you ask?
What are you driving at?
What is your name?
Repetition. 2 love.
Who the hell do you think you are?
Rhetoric. Game and match. What does all that up to?
That's the question.
That's all questions.
Do you think it matters?
Does it matter why?
It doesn't matter to you.
Do you think it matters why it matters?
Does it matter why it matters?
What's the matter with you?
It doesn't matter.
What's the game?
What are the rules? Rosencrantz!
What?
There, how's that?
Clever.
Natural?
Instinctive. Now I'll try you. Guildenstern!
Hey! Not yet. Catch me unaware.
Right.
Right. Don't be stupid. Guildenstern!
What?
Consistency is all I ask.
Mortality is all I seek.
Give us this day our daily meat.